Dear students, welcome to my class. Today I am going to discuss about right form of verbs, and this is basically the fourth part and also the last part. Now at first let's discuss about present perfect continuous. What is present perfect continuous tense? Just think, an action has started earlier and still it's continuing. And generally, we use have been or has been and ing with the verb for present perfect continuous tense. And in such kind of sentences, you may get two terms, for and since. For and since. For, when you get for, you will imagine that there is no fixed time, there is no indication of any fixed time, but there is only the duration of the working period. Let's see a sentence. Think, they, here is a gap, work for 3 hours. That means when they have started the work, there is no fixed time here, only the duration for 3 hours. So here, after they, we may use have been, and has been is only for third person singular number. In all of the cases except third person singular number, we must use have been, and has been is only for third person singular number. So there is they is third person plural. That's why we have to use have been working. The total sentence is they have been working for 3 hours. Let's see another sentence. It, there is a gap here, rain since 10 a.m. Now follow me. Here since, and this is the fixed time, 10 a.m. From 10 a.m. the rain has started. No duration of time, only the fixed time when the work started. It, for it, we must use has been because it is third person singular number. Then it has been raining. It has been raining since 10 a.m. I think now it's clear to you. Next, if we get have, has, had, get, got in the sentences, we must use past participle form. I mean verb 3 here. Verb 1 means base form, present form. Verb 2 means past form of the verb, and verb 3 is past participle form of the verb. If any sentence has, have, has, had, get, got, we must use past participle form of the verb. Let's see a sentence. They had, here had, their meal. There is a gap here, and in bracket there is cook. Cook, to prepare any food, you know. As there is had here, we must use past participle form of cook, and it is cooked. Cooked. The total sentence is they had their meal cooked. And you may get extension by mother, by auntie or another person, or any kind of words you may get here. Now let's see another sentence. I got the work. There is a gap here, in bracket, do by him. Then as there is got here, we must use past participle form of the verb do, and it is done. Do, did, done. Done. The total sentence is I got the work done by him. Now let's work with the term while. And basically there are two rules based on while. Number one, you may get the gap or if the verb is just after while. Just after while, if you get any principal verb, of course you should add ing with that verb. The sentence. While there is a gap, in bracket, walk in the garden, I saw a snake. Now just follow me here. While and just after while there is a verb walk. In this case, that means if you get any verb just after while, of course you should add ing with that principal verb, and that is walking. While walking. And the sentence is while walking in the garden, I saw a snake. Now another sentence, and if you get any subject after while, and after that subject if you get any verb, you must use past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. What is past continuous tense? We may use was or were, and we must use ing with the verb. While he, just follow the difference between two sentences. Here the gap is, that means the verb is just after while, but after while here is a subject, he. So there is a subject after while, and in this case we must use past continuous tense. So was or were and ing with the verb, and there is he as a subject, and after he we must use was, and we have to add ing with the verb read. So was reading. The total sentence is while he was reading, his father came back. Now we are going to discuss about the term lest. Lest. If we get lest in any sentence, we must use should or might before the verb. Once again, I am telling, if we get lest, the term lest in any sentence, we must use should or might before the verb. Let's see the sentence. He walked fast lest he, there is a gap here, in bracket there is miss the bus. As there is lest in the sentence, that's why we must use should or might. Should, should, should or might before the verb. That means it would be should miss or might miss. The total sentence is he walked fast lest he should miss the bus or he might miss the bus. Now, there's a very interesting sentence we are going to practice now, and we must use be verb, especially be verb or any verb, according to the subject. Sometimes we may be confused which one is the subject. Let's see a sentence. The price of the goods. Here, basically the price, this is the subject, not the goods. The price of the goods. We are not talking about the goods. We are talking about the price of the goods. So, this is the subject. And that's why we must use now, e.g., the price of the goods is high. But you may make a mistake here. If you think that the goods, basically this is the subject, then you may use are, because there is goods. That is wrong. The subject is price and no s or es with this subject. That means that is not plural. That's why you must use is here. The total sentence is the price of the goods is high. Next, another sentence. The players of the field. Here the players. The players. We are talking about the players. The players of the field. The field. We are not talking about the field. The players of the field. And there is s here. That means the subject is plural. But see, the field, no s or es. That means this is singular. So, you should use as this subject, the players. That's why are. Total sentence is the players of the field are strong. If you use is here, and if you think that there is field here and that is singular, we must use is. That is wrong. Now, any long distance, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles, you may think that miles here, that means plural. No, if a long distance, just if you get any sentence, there a long distance is basically mentioned at a time. At a time, that would be singular. Just like this sentence, 10 miles. 10 miles dash, here bracket, in bracket B, a long way. There is a long way. So 10 miles, you will not consider it as plural, you will consider it as singular. That's why is here, not are. 10 miles is a long way. That means here 10 miles altogether are mentioned here. Then if you get there and after there, what kind of verb you should use? After there, you should follow the next portion. 2 sentences are here given for you. There dash in bracket B, a garden. That means single garden, singular. That's why is. The total sentence is there is a garden in front of our house. Next, there gap be 2 schools, plural. 2 schools, plural. That's why are. There are 2 schools in our village. Dear students, and that's the end of part 4, and this is basically the last part. In my last 3 videos, I discussed total about right form of verbs. You may follow those videos also at the same time, and you may follow your own books just to make the sense deeper. Of course, you will practice yourself because you know practice makes a man perfect. That's all for today. Thanks a lot. Stay safe.